Thank you for joining me for this Surya Namaskara C Sun Salutation C asana practice with a focus on stillness. Stillness while in movement. Yesterday we were practicing stillness in our pranayama, and today we're going to practice that beautiful practice of stillness. And I'd like to start with a short story, and then we'll begin with our practice. I was on a walk one day with a young child in a stroller, and the young child just kept talking and talking and asking questions and asking questions. And it was a beautiful walk through the countryside, and I was really wanting to enjoy the walk. And so I said to the child, I said, because the conversation and the questions was starting to like take me out a little of my enjoyment, and it was beginning to annoy me a little. And so I said, let's play the silent game and let's see how that we were going by some animals. How many animals was it? Sheep and a horse and ducks, and how many animals we can see. And so we played the silent game for a little while. And during this silent game, I realized something was very enlightening for me. And that was that inside my own mind was a chatter, even more chattery and even more annoying and even more negative than what the child was chattering. And I had a similar experience on a very short silent retreat. It was about a 10-day silent retreat. And I can't even consider it a silent retreat. I didn't speak to anyone, but I had some relationship stuff going on in my world, and my mind was the furthest thing from silent. It was the furthest thing from still. So I can't even consider that a silent retreat. That was a very busy, loud disturbances in the mind, distractions in the mind, and conversations and stories. It was very not silent. So after those two experiences, I've been very, very committed to practicing silence, and not only just coming away from the world and being alone, and even if you have people around you, but taking that time where you just draw your attention inward and practicing those times of silence where I'm really watching my mind and I'm not allowing it to go into the distractions, into the mode of thinking, into the stories and the dramas and the victim and whatever it might be, or even the wonderful things I'm excited about. To quiet those inner voices within me as I go into silence. And practicing it through movement is a very powerful practice, because it's a little easier sometimes to begin to practice silence when we're actually moving our bodies. So you have something to really focus on, the sensations in your body, the physical muscles stretching, where your bones, your skeletal system, and also as we breathe, the energy systems and the prana that's around us, the sensations and the pulsations that are moving through your body as you move. Because as you move, you'll notice your heart will begin to pump. There's more vitality, there's more energy, there's more surging. Our Sushumna is more dynamic. The Ida and Bengali nadis are more dynamic. The chakras are more dynamic, even the meridians. So noticing all of these, the layers of our being, our pranamaya kosha, our manamaya kosha, our vijnanamaya kosha, our anandamaya kosha. So we'll be present to this present moment experience in this physical and energetic body. And as we practice samadhi, we'll be moving more into the vijnanamaya and the anandamaya. And I'm going to take a few samadhi breaks through this practice, so we can move from the anamaya, which is the physical body, to the pranamaya kosha, And Manamaya Kosha, we'll move through the Vijnanamaya Kosha, and we'll move into Samadhi. We'll only do it in about 3 minutes, but you can go into a really super great connection to Samadhi in those 3 minutes. And um, so let's begin the practice with a focus on stillness through movement, through the Surya Namaskara sun salutation C. So we're going to begin just simply by sitting in a nice, comfortable position. You can have your hands in a hand mudra or just have them face up. Chin mudra is one of my favorites, very empowering. The thumb and pointer finger can touch. The other fingers are relaxed. And you can even play with it and change fingers for all the different mudras. However, I invite you to find that mudra that you like and just hold it in stillness. It could be on your lap, in chin mudra, and in one of my favorite, Kanini mudra. And we're going to begin to feel the earth underneath us. Bring our awareness to the earth that's supporting our body. And as you feel the support of the earth, very consciously start to relax the muscles in the legs and let them come down a little further into the earth. Just release that tension, that holding, and allow them to come down. And then while still sitting up straight, bringing the spine nice and straight, feeling that connection to the earth, that support of the earth, that primal support. You are safe in your body. You are supported by the earth. You are sustained by the earth. You're sustained by prana, source, life force, creator. Whatever name you call your source, your God of your understanding, Christ consciousness, Buddha, life, past loved one. Find that Atman, that source within you. Diving inside to seek that source. Diving within your own being, your own awareness, your own consciousness. Coming very close to your own consciousness, your own self, your own identity. And breathing into the lower belly. Nice gentle belly breaths. Mindful breathing into the lower abdomen. As we begin to very consciously, through breathing in and inhaling, letting all that prana and life force drop down to the pelvic floor, and pouring water in an empty glass. And exhaling, you feel that navel coming towards the spine. And we're consciously activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So I invite you to sit in silence for a few minutes, 3 minutes about, focusing your attention on the breath in the belly, and connecting to that deepest inner presence, divine presence within you. Bring all your awareness in to the heart, to the self, to the thought of your understanding. And begin now, together, and I'll bring you back. allowing yourself to feel that love, that intense love and devotion, gratitude towards the sun. Breathing into the belly, all the awareness into your own heart, sending your own heart love, connecting with the deepest, most sacred aspect of yourself. And taking this moment now to set an intention into your consciousness. Your consciousness is still, seeing that pool of water as your mind. Seeing your mind as a beautiful pool of water, crystal clear, infinite depth. And the surface is glass smooth. And then in this deeply receptive and still place where the reflection is external, space around you, your vortex, just like trees around a lake, still lake. Those trees become very vivid and very clear. And taking this moment now to allow your vortex, anywhere from the room you're in to the yard you're sitting in, or to the miles and miles of forest surrounding you. You're sitting doing your yoga on the peak of a mountain. Take in that vortex that is around you. You choose the vortex. And notice that clear reflection in the pool of your consciousness. Just for a few breaths. Notice your vortex. No judgment. Simply blessing your immediate creation. And blessing that vortex. Taking this moment to set an intention for yourself, something that you'd like to create in your life. And creating an image, what that looks like, or some words, or symbol that represents to you. And place that into your consciousness. Always positive, always here now, present moment. I have that work, that life purpose of my dreams. Whatever it is for you, put that picture into your consciousness, with the words, and accompany it with the emotions, feelings, the felt sense that you feel as that is fully manifested. Combination of the picture and the emotion. It's how we manifest into our life. It's not by accident. Some is planned and scripted and destined. We become creators by visualizing and feeling. So I invite you to set that intention now. We will sit in that intention for 3 minutes, visualizing, feeling, basking in that intention fulfilled. I invite you to set that intention now. Visualizing and feeling, dancing in your visualization, seeing yourself with the people in the environment, smiling, laughing, whatever it is you're doing, cheering. And sending that intention into your consciousness as you manifest abundantly as a creator of the universe. Less, no greater than any other creator in the universe. Whether this or better, this or better, this or better. Use your visualization. Give it to the universe. There may be a outcome that is even better that we can't see right now in the limited mental consciousness possibilities that we're not even aware of. So we always open it up to this better. Beautiful. Let's start moving in our body into this place of stillness. Let's bring the chin forward to the chest and just begin to move it back and forth. And allowing our mind to just rest in this state of stillness where there's we're not engaging in the thought sphere, the thinking energy. We're fully present to sensation in our body. Bring all our awareness into the self and just this movement in the neck. And beginning to move around in some circles, maintaining that stillness of mind. Chatter comes in, move into the thinking energies. Simply dismiss it kindly and lovingly. No further discussion. And know that you are in meditation and silence right now. I'd like to please do not disturb. You're basking in the presence, the felt sense. Dipping into the divine waters, the nectar of your being. And going the other direction, fully present to sensation, fully present to yourself and the entire universe. Everything is still. Yet there's this gentle movement happening. There's something inside you that's still and aware. In this moment in time, keeping the breath in the belly. Coming back to center, and let's do some pelvic circles. And again, as you move nice and slowly, not too fast, and you may find a spot you want to massage back and forth. Noticing all those beautiful sensations, taking your time with it so you can notice. Fully present to your body as we allow this sacred embodiment to occur through attention, through stillness, through breath and prana, through movement, through desire and commitment and passion. And let's go the other way, noticing sensations, gentle movement, fully present, quiet mind. Everything's still. Even though you're moving, something within you is still and watching and noticing with great ecstasy, great power, empowerment, and coming back to center and coming up to a standing position. And we're going to begin. Let's just shake out our arms and legs. And sitting for a little while. Let's do some twists. Beautiful. Let's do our breath. So we're going to inhale, arms up, inhale, arms out, and then inhale all the way up above the head. So first is up to chest level, second wide open, your heart is wide open, and the second up to source, surrendering to the all that isness. Okay, so we're going to inhale. The first inhale is going to be to the south. Second inhale is going to be to the whole universe, opening up your own personal heart like a sunflower to the whole world. And then last inhale is going to be to surrendering to spirit. Surrendering to the Creator that all that is, and be in harmony, the will of the universe, the will of all that is good in life. So let's begin. Exhale, coming down nice and gentle. Let's do one more. And then hang down. Let your body hang down. Letting the arms relax the head and just noticing in stillness where your body is, the position. Before you just rush off to the next position. Noticing the energies as well as the physical body, the bones, the muscles, the body parts. And gently we're going to come up on the spine. So we're going to just begin to we're right at the low lumbar spine. We're going to begin to bring those lowest lumbar spine up. And then we're going to move into the low thoracics. And allow those, letting our spinal column lift us up. And the last to come up is going to be the head. Beautiful job. And here we are. We're going to move into a mountain pose. So we go through these loops of John Friend, which I really like. Love. We're going to begin with our ankle loop. This is going to bring us into our perfect posture. And that's a lift of our arches. For some reason, when I lift my toes, my arches lift up just enough to feel that loop. And then resting the toes gently down. Moving into shin loop as you feel the calves engage. The energy comes up from the ankle, back behind the calves. It comes up to the front, right below the knee, and drops down the shin. So feeling that shin loop as we move into our perfect alignment, perfect posture, so we never end up slouching as we grow wiser in years. And our thigh loop, so it starts below the knee. So you're going to feel a lift of the knee because it's coming up the front quadricep here. And it's coming up the front thigh, so feel those quadriceps engage. And relax the buttocks. And then that energy goes down the back of the hamstrings, back legs. And pelvic loop, we're going to tuck that tailbone under just a little, bring the belly in a little bit, and bring this pelvis into neutral. Into a neutral place. The belly is engaged. We're going to be engaging our bandhas, but we've already got this Uddiyana bandha engaged in our pelvic loop. And then kidney loop, we're going to feel the upper back lift up. This goes up the back of our back, and it comes down the front. So we're going to feel the shoulders drop down, and we're going to feel those shoulder blades come together a little as we open up the shoulders a little bit. And back, engaging that pelvic loop again. I went out for a moment. And then we are going to feel this skull loop. And that is a huge pull from the crown, tip of the top of the head, the crown chakra, up into the heavens. And it's pulling the whole body up. So you're going to feel the spine lengthen, you feel the back of the legs, almost feel the heels come off the earth, but they're not going to, just as we bring this skull loop in. And then relaxing down, finding all those loops and just adjusting them. And feeling a comfortable place where they're fully engaged, and we'll engage the bandhas. So Mula Bandha is that pelvic floor. Engaging, lifting that pelvic floor and slightly engaged. We're not clenching the kegels. It is the kegels, but we're not clenching. We're just engaging and lifting. Uddiyana Bandha, belly comes in and up. We move right into that in our pelvic loop. Buttocks are relaxed. Jarandala Bandha, chin comes in, parallel to the floor, tongue is on the roof of the mouth. And we're going to hold these bandhas and these loops simultaneously. And let's inhale the arms up, fully present to the self. Everything is still, but these bandhas, these loops, I'm going to bring the arms straight up. Let's have the palms facing for a moment. Drop the shoulders back down for your shoulder loop, keeping all those loops. Move into the spirals later. And engaging those bandhas. And let's take 3 deep breaths in our mouth, fully engaged, fully present. Mind is still and silent. That pool of water of our consciousness is glass smooth as we breathe into the belly. Beautiful. And on the next exhale, we're going to bring those arms way out into angel wings. Feeling those wings behind you, attached to your shoulder blades, your wings, your personal wings. Let's stick that tailbone out. And we're going to begin to hinge at the hips. The wings are still, the arms are still, the spine is still. The hip is hinging forward. Head remains in alignment with the spine. We're not going to drop the spine or the head or anything. Just hinging down as that angel and feeling those wings come way up behind you. Finding your edge here and then rounding the spine and dropping the head, allowing that to just relax forward with the arms up behind you. And let's take 3 deep breaths as we engage those bandhas in this forward fold with the arms up. Imagine those beautiful, huge, enormous wings behind you. And breathe. One more nice deep breath. And on the next exhale, bring those hands, thumbs next to the little toes, and let's shake the head out a little bit. If you need a block here, bending your knees as much as you need to get those hands down so they're connected to the earth, either through the block or directly on the earth. Shaking out the head and just relaxing the upper body, the arms a little. On our next inhale, we're going to come halfway up. Beautiful. And then we're going to exhale down. Back into forward fold a moment. Let's grab those elbows. Or maybe bring the hands behind the back. Or maybe just hanging. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths here as we engage the bandhas. And bring in the prana and the life force. Fully present, mind is still, focusing on sensation, the breath, the bandhas. One more breath, fully present to what it is like in forward fold in the human body. And relaxing the hands down, bringing the thumbs next to the little toe. And on your next inhale, bringing that right leg back behind you. And we're going to be in a lunge, Anjaneyasana. So we are we're going to set our foundation first. The feet are parallel, so they're parallel like railroad tracks. And the front knee, we're going to move into alignment now. Back heel is coming down towards the earth. Sometimes it lifts up a little. We're just going to try to reach that down a little more every practice. Front knee is right over the ankle, and we're going to squeeze those thighs together. A little bend in that back knee, and just bring your torso up. And we're moving into lunge. So you can also drop your knee for this pose, or you can keep your hands down on the earth and take your time finding your way up. Maybe in the next practice. So we're going to the knees over the ankle. We're going to square those hips. Keeping your balance here. Bringing those arms up above your head and dropping the shoulders down. And then engage all three bandhas, and then let's bring in the prana, the life force, and the presence, the stillness of this moment. Take one more nice deep breath, really noticing what it's like to be in this beautiful Anjaneyasana lunge. Bringing the prana in, locking it in with the bandhas. Exhaling, we're bringing the hands down to the earth or your block. Back foot comes to the back, and we're moving into downward facing dog. Hands are rooted onto the earth. Fingers are spread, a nice little spider grip. The arms have a tiny little bit of an external rotation. Feet are hip width apart. The heels are coming down towards the earth. They may or may not touch. Tailbone is sticking way up to the sky. It's going to drop the head a little more between the arms. Thighs are coming back. Let's engage all three bandhas, Malabandha, all three bandhas, and let's bring in the prana, full presence. Still and silent mind, noticing, witnessing, the watcher. Beautiful. You are going to hinge into a plank position. You're welcome to bring the knees down, or if you like to challenge yourself, step into a full push-up plank position, and bending those elbows and just very gently lowering the body. And we're going to come all the way down onto the mat. Releasing the toes, the tops of the feet are resting on the mat. Feel the front of the body resting on the mat. Hands are right below the shoulders. We're going to set our foundation for a baby cobra. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to press that pelvis into the earth. Just a gentle engagement connection. That's our foundation. We always set that first. We're allowing those back legs to rest into the earth. So let them release and rest into the earth. Pelvis is our main foundation. And then we're going to be using our back muscles. The hands are just here to support and stabilize. We're not pushing like an up dog. We're allowing those back muscles to lift our back up. And when you find your edge here, engage those bandhas and breathe. fully present, mind is still. Shoulders are back. One more breath. And releasing down. Beautiful job. And we're going to push into a table. Curling those toes under, pushing into the hands, lifting the knees, straightening the legs, coming back into a downward facing dog. Nice little spider grip, tiny external rotation. Feeling those heels come down to the earth, tailbones sticking way up, thighs are coming back, allowing the head to rest between the arms. Engage the bandhas, and let's bring in the prana and the breath for 3 breaths. Fully present, resting in silent stillness. And on your next inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, and we're going to bring this right leg up. Now you can take lots of little steps. You can take one giant step. You can use your hand to help that leg up. So it's right between your blocks or your hands. We're going to move into lunge on this side. And remember, you can keep the hands down for now if you like. You can drop the knee, some modifications. Or you can come all the way up, bringing the knee directly over the ankle, gauging those thighs together, micro bend in the back knee, and just lifting up. Beautiful job. Bring my back heel down towards the earth. Bring that knee back right over the ankle. Square my hips. Bring the arms up. Anjane Asana. Engaging all bandhas, Mala Bandha. And bring in the prana, the presence, the stillness. Beautiful. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, bringing those hands between the feet, bringing the back foot up into our Botanasana, forward fold. Taking 3 nice deep breaths here. Bringing your hands wherever you want them, engaging the bandhas. Deeply with your own self. Inhaling halfway up. Lengthening that spine away from the body. Exhaling down. And we're going to inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, and all the way up. We're going to move into a nice little back bend, extension of the spine, coming forward. So we're going to move into sun salutations with some variations. So we're going to start with Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, opening up the side body. Whichever side, just feeling that side body open as you bring that arm over to one side. Trying not to collapse in, and that opening the side body. And your hands can either be palms together, you can be holding your wrist, giving a little gentle pull, whatever feels better for you. Coming back to center, moving over to the other side. Opening up that side body, engaging those bandhas. Let's take a breath here. Beautiful job. And coming back to center, We're going to move into another little back bend in our mountain. Beautiful job. And then as you exhale, we're going to come up. And again, big giant angel wings, sticking that tailbone out, hinging at the hips to protect that lower back. You can even bring your hands close into your body. Feeling those angel wings dropping down. Inhaling up to half forward fold, and then we're going to drop down again into forward fold. And we're just going to take a moment to kind of do some gentle shaking of the head and the shoulders if they won't get in, just that upper body. Very gentle, just shaking out anything that no longer serves the body. Any trauma energy, any fear, any suppression. Shaking it out, letting it fall out from your head. Loosening the body cells up so that the light, the pure light, can come in and take the place of anything based in separation. And on our inhale, we're going to take the right leg back and we're going to drop that right knee. And we're going to put the hands by the feet, the front foot, and we're going to lunge forward. And as you're lunging forward, feeling a nice opening in this right hand, I invite you to move back and forth a little bit. This is our sun salutation with some spontaneous movements and some variations. So we're still in sun salutation. We're just playing around, having fun in the body. And then lunging back, feeling a nice stretch on this front leg muscles, the hamstring and the calves. And I love to flex and extend that front foot to feel the different sensations in this pose. I like to rest my head down and engaging those bandhas, noticing sensation, and bringing in the prana through the belly, deep belly breaths, and rocking back and forth in your lunge rocks. And dive into your own nectar. Be fully with yourself as you bask in sensation. Your mind is still and quiet, and you're fully attentive to your own self in this movement, stillness through movement. Engaging the bandhas and breathe. Draw your attention in towards yourself, your body, sensation, vibration. Dismissing thought disturbances. Keeping the breath flowing. Moving meditation. And coming back to center. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. So let's take this front foot and bring it back so we're in our table pose. Knees are right under the hips, hip width apart. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. A nice little fingers are spread open a little bit for stability. And we're going to move into our cat-cow. Let's move into our cow first as we arch that back, stick that tailbone out. Lift the head and the chest, open, inhale, engage the bandhas. And we're going to exhale into our cat. Exhaling as that spine rounds up into flexion. Tailbone tucks under, head is relaxed. Exhaling, you can look in towards your thighs or your belly, or keep your eyes closed. And moving back and forth, inhaling into your cow. And exhaling into your cat for a few more breaths, fully present to yourself and sensation, basking in that felt sense of the pose. Basking in the nectar, feeling the bliss of just simply moving and stillness. Moving meditation, silent. Taking your time. No rush. Can't be present and in a rush simultaneously. Fully present. Embodying our awareness to the body, becoming more aware. Sacred embodiment. Every aspect of our being. Beginning to add some spontaneous movements now. You can hinge your hips back and make some circles. You can move into dog and wag your tail. Do what feels good for you. Playing around in this cat, cow, and table, moving your body in ways that feel really good. Fully present to yourself, your body, and sensation. And breathe. Beautiful. And coming back to center. We're going to tuck those toes under, press into the toes and hands, and straighten those knees into our downward facing dog. And let's walk the dog a little bit, dropping one heel down, opposite heel comes up off the earth. And engaging those bandhas, and let's breathe as we walk our dog. Finding your pace, slow enough to be fully present and fully aware of sensation. Practicing stillness through moving, no hurry. It's not as much the speed as the presence to the motion, the movement, the pose. Feel those hamstrings stretch. Feel that Mula Bandha gently engaged. And those strong arms supporting your body. The hands, the foundation, feet. And coming back to center. Beautiful job. And we're going to hinge forward. And the invitation is push-ups. So you can do it to your knees. You can skip it all together at any time. You can pass on any pose, come out at any time, stay longer. Full permission here in Ecstatic Yoga. And if you want to go into full push-up, and I'm going to do 47. So I invite you to either join me or just come and rest down onto the earth, bringing your head to one side. think I'm going to leave it at 30 today. Not where I'm maxed out. And as you rest your head to one side, just allow your body to completely sink into the earth. Let everything go. Begin to see an energetic oneness, an energetic connection from your body to the earth as your Anamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, which expands further out, further in. Manamaya Kosha, further out, further in. Vijnanamaya Kosha, further out, further inward. And Anandamaya Kosha, infinitely out, infinitely in. All merging in oneness with the earth. Receiving any gifts from the earth your body may need. Trusting the earth and her infinite wisdom knows what you need. And turning the head to the other side as you absorb in and receive the earth energies into your body, gratefully, lovingly, open-heartedly. And coming back to center. Let's move into our bird or airplane, bringing hands about 30 degrees behind your shoulders. Palms are down onto the earth. Feet are extended out behind us. We're going to press that pelvis into the earth. That's our foundation. We set that first, where our body's connected to the earth. On our next inhale, we're going to lift the legs, the arms, the chest, the head, and become a bird. Engage those bandhas, Malavandha, all bandhas, and breathe. Build that prana, that life force, that vitality in your own body. Sacred embodiment. Fully present. Silent and still. On the exhale, coming down. Beautiful job. You can rest the head forward for a moment on your hands. Noticing sensation. And we're going to move into a bow. So you can use a strap if you need some flexibility. If not, we're going to bring those legs up, grab onto the ankles of both legs. And on your next inhale, lifting, using those back muscles, lifting the chest, lifting those thighs off the mat, pressing those feet into the hand, engage the bandhas, and let's breathe. Do your best. If you can't do it, you can rest through this pose. One more deep breath in, lifting up a little higher, and exhaling down, resting the head in front or to either side, and just surrendering for a moment back into the earth, finding that stillness, and being fully and intimately, lovingly connected to the self, the inner being. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And we're going to move up, back up into our table pose. We're still in our sun salutation, Surya Namaskara. See, curl those toes under and lift up. Straighten those legs into our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's walk the dog a little bit. Just in some variations here. Beautiful. Strong hands. Come a little more center back. Feeling a tiny, slight external rotation. Fingers are spread apart. Feet hip width apart. Heels coming down. Let's move into three-legged dog as we bring that right leg out behind us. Stretching out behind. Beautiful. And then let's bend that right knee. Let's open up both hands firmly on the mat. Open that right hip up. Opening up to the right side. And engage those bandhas and let's breathe. Both arms strong. Left standing leg strong. Finding the stillness. One more breath. And on the exhale, bringing that right leg down. Beautiful job. We're going to do the same to the other side. Taking that left leg out behind in three-legged dog. Stretching that leg out. Beautiful, beautiful job. And then bending that left knee and opening up the left hip. Both hands firmly on the mat. Strong, strong right leg. Engage those bandhas and let's breathe. Deep inhales, you open the hip, and as you exhale, bring that left leg down. Beautiful job. And now we're going to take this right leg and we're going to walk, step, or jump that leg right between the front hands. Drop the left knee down. And we're going to move into some lunge rocks on this side. So let's begin by lunging forward first. Feeling a nice opening of that left hip. Back and forth. Keeping those bandhas gently engaged. Keeping the breath moving in the lower belly. And then as we lunge back, we're going to straighten that front leg, that right leg. We're going to feel a nice flexing and extending of the foot to notice different sensations. And keeping the breath flowing. And moving back into your lunge. And moving back and forth at your own pace, your own rhythm, fully engaged in sensation, moving meditation, moving in stillness. And breathe. And coming back to center, I'm going to curl those back toes under, lift the back leg up, and bring that forward into Botanasana, forward fold. Like that. Botanasana, shaking out the head gently, bring the arms to whatever feels good for you. You want to always stay in the feel so good zone. Beautiful. Inhaling up halfway, feeling a lengthening of the spine. And exhaling down. And one last inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, all the way up. Doing a nice back bend, And we're going to move into one more sun salutation to breath. So let's inhale into our back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Botanasana. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Nice deep breath. Inhale our lunge, Botanasana. You can stay down or you can come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. With the tail up. Inhale into an up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, lunge, bringing that right foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale into our Tadasana mountain, lifting the head, the heart first, coming all the way up. Bringing the hands in a prayer position. Let's take those hands behind our back. Open up the shoulders. Let's hinge forward into standing yoga mudra. Head is lower than the heart. We're honoring our heart, the highest organ, the highest wisdom, the highest counsel. On your next exhale, releasing the hands, bringing them down to the earth, coming to a nice, comfortable, seated position for a moment. Finding bikini, all the fingers touching, resting on your lap, the chin, whatever mudra you want. And taking this moment to move your awareness into the body. Anamaya kosha. The body on the earth, supported in the arms, the legs, the spine, the neck, the head, fingers and toes, 360 degrees. Taking a nice deep breath into the lower belly as you move into the pranamaya kosha. And the energy moving up your spine, feel those chakras spinning. And that pineal, third eye chakra, right between your eyebrows, resting in the very center of your head. Feeling the energy shooting up from the Sushumna out to the crown, in the beautiful torus of energy around the body. As the energy comes back into the root chakra. Breathing into the belly as you bask in this energy body, this tingling, pulsing sensations around you and in you and through you. Pure energy. And moving even deeper inside, and more expanded outward is the Manamaya kosha. Basking in the emotions, feeling everything fully, whatever is there. Feeling everything fully, the ecstasy of emotion. See, kaleidoscope. No titles, just felt sense. We're going to dive into the mental body by using concentration, single point focus. Bringing consciousness simply to the words I or I am as you bring the energy inward to the heart. Bring those words into the heart. Sensing the truth of those words. You may even add, I am everything. As you sense, or even the sound you hear, the life around you. This is not you. This is the body. Keeping the focus on I am, into the beautiful heart. I am everything. I am. I. And releasing the concentration and allowing your mind to simply rest in meditation as you enter into the Vijnanamaya Kosha, which brings you and opens the doorway to the spontaneous Anandamaya Samadhi experience. Uninterrupted flow of pure conscious awareness. Everything, nothing. Everywhere, no one. Silent stillness. If the Sushumna gently rocks the spine, remaining in stillness through movement. The mind quiet. Energy coming inward. Beginning to breathe into the belly. Begin to come back. Gently. Being familiar with this energy, pranamaya kosha. Feeling the sensations of vibrations. Feeling yourself as an energy body. Basking in that nectar of your energy being. That bliss of being pure energy, pure aliveness. All the focus on the self, the pranamaya kosha. Self as energy, as prana, as aliveness. And gently coming into the body, feeling the earth below, into the Annamaya Kosha, the physical body. Feeling the earth underneath you, beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes. And let's stretch out the arms. Moving a little in the body. It feels good. Just wiggling around. And then we'll conclude with the scan, the intention, and the namaste. Taking a moment to scan the inner being. Noticing even any differences from when you began practice. Asking in that spaciousness within. And taking a moment to bring yourself back to that intention that you set, beginning the practice. Place that into your consciousness. And it's a picture that represents a group of words. Drop it into your consciousness. Feeling the emotions that you feel as you have this fully present now in your life. See if there's a chant inside, a prayer that wants to come forth. Utimaya, 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 Kundeha. Utimaya, 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 Hundeyaka. Utimaya, Sundeya, Kaya, Hundeha. Hundeha. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of light, of truth, and of peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Wishing you a beautiful and blessed day.